All right, we back. We back. Back like I never left. Back like I never left. Let me go ahead and cut on the Seahawks Niners game.
As a stick route, you're just going to come right out here. But you know what the number one attribute of anybody who catches the ball is, Adam? Right? Make the first guy miss. You make the first guy miss, you're going to get those yards after catch.
Right back
That's
to
the
it.
number one as he tight ropes down the sideline. Oh, absolutely awesome dynamic. There's an explosive play right off the bat.
Brandon Ayuk had just 3 touches last week. Trey Lance said expect more touches for him. First NFL touch for the rookie out of LSU, Tyrion Davis-Price, and it's a good one as he picks up 4 yards running into Quandre Diggs. So without Elijah Mitchell, knee injury last week, Jeff Wilson, who's been in this system, knows it pretty well. He steps in as the lead back. Jordan Mason, the rookie out of Georgia Tech, and Ty Davis-Price, the rookie out of LSU.
All right, so we here for the San Fran 49, the Seahawks 49ers game.
About the history of Shanahan's offense going back to his father.
Back like we never left.
Have had success. They expect the same out of these young guys.
Pressure on Lance. He gets rid of it, looking for Samuel. Good pressure by
Back like we never left.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 6. Obviously, when you look at the San Francisco offense, you look for George Kittle. 2nd consecutive game that Kittle is out dealing with the groin issue. We mentioned Mitchell's knee issue. Jamal Adams did address the team this week after coming back from that torn quad tendon on a sack of Russell Wilson in the opener. There's Samuel and Juszczyk both lined up. And now Juszczyk will motion to tight end. All the pre-snap motion. Designed quarterback run. It's Trey Lance for the first down. This is the element that Trey Lance brings that helps Kyle Shanahan execute the offense to his liking.
A 3rd down and 6. I mean, as a defense, what are you thinking? You know what we're getting, right? Now all of a sudden they're going to pull across the formation. Trey Lance getting in there, quarterback power. That's the number one play that he runs when it comes to running the football. So that's 3rd down and 6. You just don't expect that as a defense. Way to keep them off balance for San Francisco.
27, it's Ty Davis-Price with a head of steam and a broken tackle.
Good run.
And it's 1st and goal
Good
for
run.
San Francisco.
Good run.
20-yard pickup.
Great double team on the combination. Watch this, and then we're going to work up to the 2nd level right there. That's Aaron Banks. Great job working up. And then, what I say, your number one attribute is breaking that first tackle. Make the first guy miss. You see Davis-Price get down over the top of Diggs right there. Use that forearm, then get those extra yards.
NFL debut for Davis-Price. A 20-yard pickup to set up 1st and goal. There he is again. And this
defense.
Excellent penetration by Darrell Johnson. All special teams last week. He's in on 1st and goal that time, and he makes the stop for a loss of 4. 2nd down and goal back near the 11-yard line.
Yeah, well, this is where it actually, you know, it's so hard, right, down there in the goal line. But this actually
I'm posting the link, man.
In regards
I'm posting
to
the link in the chat.
One thing about Kyle Shanahan,
Let me know if y'all want to come up.
2nd down run game. He loves to be able to put that in 3rd down and short, but it looks like a passing situation.
And please, please, please.
Seahawks had 2 key.
I would definitely appreciate it. Like the video for me, please. Like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Right now, we got the Seahawks and the 49ers. Another divisional banger, so we're going to be here for it.
Just one of their 3 trips last week, they had a red zone turnover as well. And the Seahawks defense on 2 snaps from the 1-yard line by Denver got forced fumbles at the goal line.
You get down to the goal line, you're looking for one dude and one dude only, right? The offensive weapon right up here on the top. That's Deebo Samuel.
Lance under pressure, zips it over the middle. It is
Good pass.
by Wilson.
He got popped too. Lance got popped in that.
Cody Barton stepping up to make the stop. It's 4th and goal.
He got popped in the pocket.
Well, you got Trey Lance back here getting some pressure on the blitz right there. That is Jones coming off the edge. Forces him to throw it just a little bit early. Very nice. Just placement to Wilson and Barton on the tackle.
Barton came up with a huge play last week on that final Denver drive. He gets the stop shy of the goal line. So Robbie Gould will.
All right, 49ers up.
Of this Sunday
49ers up, 3-0.
49ers come up with 3 to begin the day.
49ers up, 3-0.
48th meeting all time. The Seahawks have won the last 4. The Niners have the lead.
It's some wild, crazy football going on this week, man. It's some wild and crazy football going on this week. Because I know they still got the Ravens and Dolphins game going on right now. Ravens up by 3. Dolphins on the Ravens 7-yard line, 2nd and goal, with 23 seconds left. $23 seconds left. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do is we're going to tune into this Dolphins-Ravens game, and then we'll just come back to the Seahawks and 49ers game. So let's do that. We on red zone with it.
The misidentification, the line was sliding right. Mariota thought he was protected. They got to get those things.
They simulcasting
ironed out on the sideline.
The Falcons and Rams game.
He's got to have a conversation with
and
the
then they're going to be going back and forth to the
how to get on the same page.
To the Ravens and Dolphins game. He missed the field goal.
He missed one last week. The Falcons march it down the field, but they come up empty in Los Angeles.
Last week on that final Denver drive.
So the Niners had to settle for a chip shot Robbie Gould field goal, and yep, right through it. So 3-0 San Francisco, and Atlanta cannot cash in Los Angeles. So 0-0 between the Falcons and the Rams. All right, they're in a commercial timeout in the Dolphins and Ravens game. You're not missing anything there. We will immediately get you back to Baltimore as soon as they come out of their TV timeout. But the drama that we have seen so far, the New York Jets scored 2 touchdowns after the 2-minute warning. And Cleveland, by the way, scored a touchdown after the 2-minute warning as well. And what was just an absolutely berserk 2 minutes of the final conclusion of the fourth quarter there in Cleveland. But the Jets pull out what had to be one of their most exhale and feeling good wins in recent years for Robert Saleh and company. All right, guys, we're back in Baltimore. Let's go. The injured players being taken back to the sideline here. We've got drama. The Dolphins can potentially win this game with a touchdown or send it into overtime with a field goal. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line with 19 seconds remaining.
As you're coming off the field trying to get your fluids going, as Miami has a 2nd down here from the 8.
We've got to go back to 2000.
2nd and goal for the Dolphins.
Pulled off this kind of a hole to get out of. 2nd down goal at the 7. Geno Stone has come in to take the place of the injured Williams. Waddle in motion. Tunnel by Lowe. Blocked by Armstead. 2 into the end zone.
Good catch.
Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
Miami is taking the lead.
Wow. Wow.
Well, the Baltimore Ravens once again double-team Tyreek
Wow.
Hill. I thought he was going to look for Gesicki, the big target in the end zone. Gesicki runs a drag route underneath, leaving Waddle one-on-one on the outside against the rookie Armour Davis. Waddle's going to be right here in the slot. He does a little out and in. Tua, as he steps up in the pocket, puts it up high. Armour Davis not able to get a hand on it.
Wow.
Comes up.
Lamar got 14 seconds to play with. Unbelievable.
Tua Tagovailoa has thrown 6 touchdowns.
6 touchdowns.
We have almost never seen anything like this in the NFL. It's been, you got to go back to 2006, the last time someone came back from a 21-point deficit going into the fourth quarter. That's what the Dolphins have done, and not only have come back from it, taken the lead, and Tua Tagovailoa with 6 touchdown passes.
6 touchdown
today.
passes.
Tyreek Hill is 190 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Waddle has 171 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns.
Hey, so we're gonna be going back to the Seahawks Niners game.
However,
after this
the former MVP. There are 14 seconds left for Lamar
after this
Jackson.
Ravens Dolphins
we will
game.
show you the final play or plays in Baltimore in a matter of about 60 seconds.
Yep. We're gonna stick with that game. We want to see the end of that before we go back to the Seahawks Niners game.
The play fake, Stafford over the middle into traffic, and a diving catch by Allen Robinson, who was targeted just twice in week.
This game on the right-hand side of your screen began with a Baltimore Ravens kickoff return for a touchdown. We came on the air at 1 o'clock Eastern, and Devin Duvernay, the return man for the Ravens, brought it back to the house. So what do the Dolphins elect to do with the placement of this kickoff with only 14 seconds remaining? Let's watch and listen.
Duvernay is not back there because he's been ruled out with a concussion, so they've got Kenyon Drake back there. Remember, Duvernay is an all-pro return man, and that is in and out of the end zone. And that will be a touchback to the 25.
We're going to be tuning back into the Seahawks-Niners game right after this Dolphins-Ravens game.
Who's run for 119 and a touchdown and thrown for 294 and 3 through the air, has 14 seconds with which to work. And when you were in these situations...
Well, one of the developments here for Seattle is new running back in the lineup. Kenneth Walker, the Michigan State product, got his first carry as a pro, the second-round draft pick. They have high hopes for in Seattle. Picks up a first down on his
All right,
first
here we go.
carry.
Ravens about to get the snap.
And Jackson underneath, caught by Sanders. He's chasing, brought down on the play by Eric Rowe. He gets near the 40. A catch and run of 15. Put him right at the 40.
9 seconds left at the 40.
Clock at 9. Timeout Baltimore. 1 left.
Well, that gives you a chunk of 15 yards. Use your first timeout. Now, the second down, you either hit a slant or something across the middle of the field that gets you to the 50, maybe the other 45, gets you another 10 or 15 yards. You just tell your receivers you're in the huddle. You catch the ball. Don't waste all the time before you hit the ground. Catch the ball, get down so we can get a timeout to get a final play. Don't run the clock out by running around trying to make things happen.
Baltimore receives to go 4 blown fourth quarter leads. Leading to losses. 1st and 10, Lamar underneath.
Oh, good pass. Good back down.
And down it goes.
Good back down.
And it may have been Ingram who swats the ball. 2nd and 10 and only a second off the clock. It was Ingram.
I don't know too many plays that take a second other than clocking the football. That's a little odd that it's just 1 second. Maybe
a slow
2 or 3. I don't know 2 or 3, but yeah, 1 second on a
Ravens,
play on the field.
8 seconds left. 1 timeout.
2nd and 10, Lamar underneath. And here he is.
Timeout.
Wallace. First catch today.
4 seconds left.
Catch of the season. Picks up 9. Clock at 4.
Last timeout.
Another timeout taken. And they'll put him at the 49. So it'll be 3rd and about 1. 3rd and a yard and a half, maybe shy of midfield.
Well, the miracle makers of Appalachian State threw a Hail Mary yesterday.
We've seen in the first couple weeks of football, both college and pro, some amazing games.
Yes, some great
including
finishes.
This one.
Yep.
Including this one.
Yep. So. Yeah, now you just want to buy time. If you're Lamar Jackson, you've got to give your receivers time to get down the field.
How about the Dolphins? They've got 7 players inside the 10. 5 you couldn't see there. Here they go. 3rd and 1. Lamar will uncork and pray. Deep downfield.
That's pass interference.
No yellow.
That's pass interference.
The Dolphins have pulled off the improbable and won down.
That's pass interference in the end zone.
Time at the half by 3 touchdowns, and they come back to win.
That's a good win by the Dolphins.
For the history books for the Miami Dolphins.
That's a good win for the Dolphins.
With a 20.
That's a good win for the Dolphins. All right, we back. We back with the 49ers Seahawks game. We just saw the end of the Ravens-Dolphins. Crazy one. I'm about to start doing something on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays where we go back and take a look at, at all the games that they had going on that we missed, man. Little quick overview me see if there's some way I can actually make that happen. But, you know, a little quick overview. Make sure I don't get no copyright strikes or anything like that. But definitely appreciate everybody being in the chat. I would definitely appreciate if everybody hit that like button, please. You know, it's a little small, you know, like button. Definitely helps grow the channel. I would definitely appreciate the love and support. Also, too, if you want to see more content like this, man, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we're going to be here. We're trying to build the family over here, a good community. Just sit back, watch football, basketball. We did boxing yesterday, last night. So, you know, this is what we're going to be doing.
Saw the Seattle offense sputter, trying to move the chains. And after a good punt by Dixon, San Francisco takes over at its own 11-yard line.
Let me know what the volume sound like, too. Let me know, chat, what the volume sound like.
A good run on first down out near the 20-yard line. Down to the field, and Christina Pick. What do you got, KP?
Yeah, DK very frustrated on the Seahawks bench, as you saw. Walked over to the bench, chucked that water bottle to the ground, but he walked over to the medical staff and pointed at his lower back. Then went into the medical tent right now. He is being looked at by the team trainer, but it didn't seem to be the hand that was ailing him at the moment. Again, guys.
And DK certainly frustrated with multiple things right now. Thanks for that, KP. We'll keep an eye on that as well. After a gain of 8, they go right back to Wilson.
Good run.
Flag thrown on the far side of the field.
Fire holding.
Check the marker.
Good run.
Offside.
Offside.
Defense number 52, 5-yard penalty, first down.
Daryl Taylor jumped a little early. Either way, a first down for San Francisco. We've already seen a lot of that pre-snap motion. We're going to see that all game and all season. Niners use as much pre-snap motion as any team in the league. As you see DK Metcalf out of the 10, back on the Seattle sideline.
First and 10. 49ers. 49ers up 3-0 over the Seahawks.
Wilson in motion, and it's a toss to Deebo Samuel.
Deebo ain't fumbled, did he? I hope he ain't fumbled.
So when Deebo is in the game in the backfield, they call him.
Let me know what that volume sound like, folks. Let me know what that volume sound like in the chat.
Things, but then the running backs, their responsibilities shift. So there's a lot of nuance to the running game itself, but a lot of nuance for what the players need to know.
There is. Also, I think it's the wide backside that Deebo Samuel possesses at the receiver position. That guy's built like a fullback at 4.4 speed, man. He is so powerful and in and out of cuts, can be that running back, can be that wide receiver. He's a special player.
There he is, trying to make a man miss in space, and Taylor, and does a
gone. Deebo gone. Oh, he gonna get hawked.
Damn,
he got hawked.
25 of the Seahawks. You use the word special, Mark.
Well, that's it, too, because they've got him dead to rights in the backfield. Taylor right there, 52. Stick your foot in the ground, make the first guy miss, and then you're off to the races. And guess what you do? When you're Deebo Samuel, if you can't outrun him, you know what you do? At the point of contact, the point of juncture, go hit somebody, right? Go put your bean on somebody. D-Kid, man, I'm telling you what, this guy, Deebo Samuel, is just super special.
51 on the run. And now it's Ty Davis-Price. Saw that punch by Taylor trying to get that ball out of there, but Davis-Price holds on for a couple.
One area that San Francisco is really attacking right now is something we call the C gap, right? It's the gap just outside the outside shade of the offensive tackle and inside the tight end. So they want to take those edge players. Taylor, they want to take Uchenna Nwasu, and they want to get those guys wider so they have cutback lanes away from the big bodies like Al Woods inside.
outside of Trent Williams. That's the C gap.
Right here.
They're going to go with Trey Lance on this play.
He was hot. Hot Trey Lance coming through that middle.
Cody Barton and Brian Monet both teamed up to put it on Trey Lance. And Lance is down right now.
Is that Trey Lance?
That was quite the hit. Lance absorbed some hits last week against Chicago as well.
He got to learn how to slide,
power
man.
Run, Lance is down, and Jimmy Garoppolo may see early action today in the first quarter.
Wherever we come from.
Back to commercial. Yeah, Trey Lance he got popped going through that middle, man. Now he holding his head like he got a concussion or something. Can't be running that man like that. Can't be running that man like that, man. So what's going on, chat, man? How y'all like the 1 o'clock game so far? Let me know in the chat. It was definitely some bangers, man. There was definitely some bangers going on. Let me know in the chat how y'all liked it. How y'all like the first slate of games, the 1 o'clock games. I think that that Ravens-Dolphins game is going to be something we're going to have to go back and look at and watch. You know, because it was definitely some stuff going on there. Had I known that game was going to be like that, man, we'd have watched that one. That was a real good daggone game, but you never know when you never know how these games going to go when you out here. You know, you just do what you can. You try to pick the best one. I thought that Saints-Bucks game was going to be a good one, but we also got to go back to look at that Commanders-Lions game. I want to know what happened. Why the Commanders was down 22 points in the first half. That don't make no sense. No sense. It looked like from the score, how the score went, defense was killing themselves.
Light reminds you to drink responsibly.
Trey Lance is going
Oh,
to
he had a leg
exit
injury.
on the park. This should give you a sense if you're watching.
It looked like
at
Trey
home
Lance got a
how
leg injury.
seemingly serious the injury was to Lance, to his lower leg. Second-year man out of North Dakota State, number 3 pick last year. We're going to show you an angle of this that shouldn't turn any stomachs or anything of that nature. We're just going to show this to you so you understand what happened to Lance. Kind of got folded underneath as Monet and Barton both made the hit. An unfortunate spot for Lance to be in there.
Nothing happened. I can't really see nothing.
Pain, obviously emotionally.
He must have broke his leg.
You can see how it's affected him. He's got the air cast on that right leg.
He broke it. He broke his leg. Trey Lance broke his leg. Damn, now I need a new quarterback.
Adam, just so unfortunate. You know, that's just unfortunately part of this game. It's not if, it's a matter of when. And all of us who play this game.
I had Trey Lance on my bench, and one of my
for a young guy like that. The good news in this is Jimmy Garoppolo's played a lot of football, and it changes the offense to some degree, but Jimmy very
all right, Jimmy G, let's see something, man.
For Jimmy Garoppolo, who last
got your starting job back.
The NFC title game against the Rams last year. And he's hit as he throws, but he finds Brandon Ayuk. On third down, it is short of the line to gain by about a couple of yards. Picks up 4.
As soon as Jimmy get back in the game,
Right, just
they
bring
immediately
right
send
here
the blitz
off the
at him.
edge. You're going to see it. Geno
Goodness.
Smith does a good job of putting the shoulder in the chest, keeping
Yes,
his
he
helmet
did.
away from the helmet of Jimmy Garoppolo, not to draw that foul and keep them in a field goal situation. Really nice when you've got a free run like that. Sometimes as a defender, man, you just want to go and light that dude up. But to have that discipline to make sure you get the hit, but keep the head out of it and keep off that quarterback head, very smart by Nwosu.
The Gold again, this time from 33, splits the uprights.
All right.
So 2 San Francisco drives, 2 field goals.
Niners up 6-0. Trey Lance like he broke his leg. He probably done for the year. But we'll see what happens. 6-0. Six nothing. San Fran over the Seahawks. So tell me what games y'all like today. Tell me what games y'all like from earlier today. Me personally, I didn't mind the Bucs Saints game. It wasn't that high flying, but if you're a football purist, you can appreciate, good defense. That Dolphins Ravens game looked like that was the one though. Anybody see that game live? I know we didn't. I was pretty much just tuning in towards the end. I know a lot of us had some issues with the NFL package. It's funny how they put all the trash games on local and they make you pay for the decent games during the week. That's some bull job right there, but I don't know. I guess this is how they do it, especially if your local team ain't playing at the 1 o'clock slot. The Eagles don't play till tomorrow night against the Vikings. We definitely gonna be live for that game too. But it is what it is. They need to go ahead and fix that NFL package thing though. Because not being able to tune into a game is especially for all the money you pay for that. That's some bull job. If anybody in the chat ain't hit that like button yet, definitely go hit that like button for me, man. I would definitely appreciate it. Looked like Trey Lance done broke his leg, so Jimmy got his job back. You back up.
By the long Deebo Samuel run, Trey Lance had to exit due to an injury. Jimmy Garoppolo threw a pass on his lone snap. Gold gets the field goal. A lot to sort through on that drive, physically and emotionally for the 49ers sideline. But they do have a 6-0 lead. Seattle's defense twice in the red zone bends but does not break. Just 2 field goals allowed.
All right, good. Just building off what they did last week, Monday night in Denver. All those red zone trips, Denver couldn't seem to find a way to put in the end zone.
So Geno Smith back out to work. DK Metcalf was tended to on the last series. He is making his way out to the huddle. Two targets on the opening series plus the catch for DK. Will be at the top of your formation, matched up with Emmanuel Mosley.
Single 51.
There's Penny. And a good first down run for Rashad Penny.
Good run.
As he picks up a half dozen. Geno Smith, there was a lot of comfort. We discussed it in the open. It really feels like there's a lot of confidence, and he feels like there's a lot of confidence, and there should be after 10 years in the league, now 31 years of age.
I think even more than that, 4 years in this offense.
Yeah. Bosa charging in on Smith, who
Good pass.
calmly
Good
gets
pass,
rid of it
Geno. Good
and
pass.
finds Tyler Lockett for the first down out to the 40-yard line.
Such a nice play, too, because Bosa right there in his face, and you had the tight end, Noah Fant underneath, but understanding the offense, and that's what we're talking about. He saw and he understood where Tyler Lockett was going to be a little bit deeper, get the ball out there with that pressure, perfectly placed by Geno Smith, and he's off to another one of those Geno Smith type of starts.
He was perfect to start the game last week. He's done it a couple of times where he's had double-digit completions in a row to start a game. Walker
Good
couldn't find
stuff.
much room. Good
Good
penetration
stuff.
by the San Francisco front. Charles Omenihu got in quick, and Kevin Givens helped finish it off.
Omenihu in the backfield. And I will say this about, you look at San Francisco, one thing they do on game day, Adam, they'll dress 8-9 defensive linemen. They want that rotation. So they're not afraid to keep their guys fresh. They don't want them in there for more than 35, 40 plays per guy.
They got 9 defensive linemen dressed today for D'Amico Ryans. We told you there's high stakes right out of the gate, right? NFC West is a winnable division. These two teams have battled over the years. A key game, we've seen a key injury, a 6-0 49ers lead.
Any other questions about?
All right, end of the first quarter. 49ers up 6-0. Should be a banger. Like I said before, Trey Lance is out. Like he broke his leg, so Jimmy Garoppolo is back in the game. Let me spin off real quick. I'll be right back.
Forces him into a 3rd and 12.
My bad, family. We back. 3rd and 12 for the Seahawks.
4-man rush. Smith with his
Throw it out
release
to the
Kenneth
flat.
Walker, trying to cut it back towards the space on the inside, and that got shut down.
2-yard gain.
Ran him down and prevented him from getting past the 40.
That's it. 4th down.
And that's this
Niners
linebacker
defense
core.
look
This
good.
linebacker core, Adam, so fast, sideline to sideline. Fred Warner, obviously the heartbeat of that linebacking core, but every guy looks the same. They're built the same. They have the same kind of speed and athleticism, sideline to sideline aggression.
And they didn't have to change personnel when Seattle kind of went with a little muddle huddle. That's what DeMeco Ryans said. He doesn't have to change his linebackers in and out. He feels comfortable with them against any personnel grouping. Here's Ray McLeod, breaks that first tackle, and over past the 50-yard line.
Good tackle by the special team.
So here comes Jimmy Garoppolo after the defense comes up with another stop. Drake Greenlaw and company pitching the shutout early.
Oh man, Dallas up 7-0. How the hell did that happen? Let me find out. Oh. Let me find out. Dallas up 7-0 on the Bengals. Shoot, Bengals mess around hanging 40 on them. Let's see who we got going on. Rams over the Falcons, 7-0. Broncos and Texans at 0-0. Still the first quarter. What's that? Raiders, Cardinals. Raiders 7, Cardinals 0. And like I said before, Cowboys over the Bengals 7-0. For some reason, I got a feeling that Texans Broncos game going to be really good, along with that Raiders Cardinals game. We might have to switch back and forth between NFL Red Zone in this game before we can before the day is out, just to get a feel what's actually going on. Because I definitely want to see. What the Cowboys look like against the Bengals. I know the Bengals had a real sloppy game last week. They had a real sloppy one. It might not be too much offense in this Seahawks-Niners game, but I definitely know since it's a divisional game, it's going to be tough.
Kyle Shanahan is 39-43 in his regular season head coaching career. 31 of those 39 wins have come with Jimmy Garoppolo at the helm. It will be Garoppolo taking over for the injured Trey Lance. His first full series here begins at the 22. The play action. Garoppolo stepping up.
What the hell is that?
Samuel. There is
Come
a
on,
flag thrown
Jimmy.
from the far side of the field.
Pass interference. Defense, number 8.
That's
Ball placed in the
interference.
spot of the foul. Automatic.
Is it
First down.
Quadre Diggs?
Kobe Bryant, the rookie out of Cincinnati,
Kobe Bryant.
had some struggles on Monday. And gets
Seahawks got a
here.
Kobe
They're gonna
Bryant
run
on
the
their
quick
team
route, so
and
they're
a
gonna
Michael
come
Jordan.
inside and come back out on the rookie, and you watch him as he cuts inside.
No, I'm sorry, not Michael
tries to
Jordan,
pull
Michael
back out of
Jackson.
there. You see the hand
Kobe
fight
Bryant
going
and a
on,
Michael
grab
Jackson on
and
their
tug.
team.
Jimmy Garoppolo saw it right off the bat, like no question. Yes, it was. Gets the flag.
Justin Coleman is out today. He was the main nickelback last week for Seattle. Kobe Bryant had just 2 snaps against Denver.
Good run stuff. Lost to 5. Good run stuff. Lost to 5.
The 12-year veteran out of LSU.
I don't know how you don't see Woods, right? I mean, he is right here in the middle. So I'm thinking that's a guy I'm going to have to block. It's like the parting of the Red Sea right there. Nobody blocks 99 at 340. Hey, guys, they're in white. We're in red. You might want to block the guys in white. It's just my suggestion right there. Boy, he's a big man. I talked to him before the game. He said this game with San Francisco, this is one of them physical matchups where you need a bunch of ice bags afterwards.
We talked to a bunch of guys the last couple of years. They call this an ice bag game. Garoppolo.
Good pass, Jimmy. Good pass, Jimmy.
He's got it near the sticks, a pickup of 12. That'll set up a makeable 3rd down and short. Again, this changes the playbook so much. Give me a little bit of a sense of how it changes the book.
Well, think about all the stuff we saw early with the quarterback runs and pistol and all that. Jimmy Garoppolo, no thank you. We'll throw that out the window. So maybe 30, 40% of your run game now goes away. It may open up the playbook a little bit from a passing standpoint, but all those run plays that you were going to hang your hat on, those are gone.
On 3rd and 2. 7 back in coverage. That's a good
pass. Good pass.
As he's got it past the rookie Tariq Woolen. It's good enough for a 1st down inside the 40 of Seattle.
Ray just going to run across here and use that screen right there from Ayuk. Just out to the edge. Just so quick, right? Just put your foot in the ground, get out there, give your quarterback somebody to throw to. And I tell you one thing about Jimmy Garoppolo's game. There is nobody who spins it any better than Jimmy Garoppolo. Tight spiral. He gets on his receivers quick, fast, in a hurry.
Just got to be accurate. Off the play fake. Garoppolo, he's got a
good play action. Good play action.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
For the touchdown.
Touchdown. There we go. Jimmy G, come right in. Start carving it. Jimmy G, come right in. Start carving it.
Well, Dwelly coming off the ball. He's just going to run the corner route right here, and nobody picks him up. You see the corner running in with the post right there, and Dwelly, nice job just sticking his foot in the ground. Nice job kind of gaining some ground inside so he can dive back toward the pylon to get over the end zone.
A career-long reception for Ross Dwelly.
13-0.
In this game.
Oh, crap.
There's Ananias snapping it back to Huber and the kick.
I appreciate you for recognizing how valuable my time is. But instantly, stop. You're not going to make me sweat a little bit? Feel some extra bumps in my chest while the game is going on? Oh, look, wait a minute. There's my $200.
13-0. 13-0 Niners.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Bet $5 to get $200 instantly. Action's so good. Why bet NFL anywhere else?
Touchdown.
Oh, cut that off. 13-0 Niners. Jimmy came in looking good. Carving dudes up. See what your fantasy teams look like. Yes, Cortland Sutton. I definitely got Cortland Sutton playing on my fantasy team for the Broncos. Definitely gave me a touchdown. That's good money. That is good money. Oh, my shit go back. What happened? The play is under review. Oh, that's a bad joint. Lamar Jackson got 61 points from you today. Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense gave me 28 points. Crazy. And right now, I'm beating my opponent 128-72. I think right now he got Allen Robinson going. San Francisco defense, T. Higgins. He still got Aaron Jones and Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen played Monday.
The last year in Week 4 when the Niners.
I'm pretty much in good
Seahawks,
shape.
Jimmy Garoppolo played
I got
the
Cortland
first
Sutton.
half and then
Cortland Sutton going right now.
That's what Trey Lance
And I got
some
AJ
serious luck in the
Dillon
second half with
later
Lance
on
getting through.
tonight.
It's gonna be Garoppolo
I
the
still
rest
got
of the
Dalvin
day.
Cook playing tomorrow.
Very sharp on that
That should
drive.
definitely be a good shoot.
Touchback to the 25 comes Seattle.
This is one of those situations, if you're the offense of the Seattle Seahawks, you feel pressure, right? You feel like, man, we got to get right down the football field, This to me is more about possessing the ball, putting a drive together, even if it just flips the field, right? Keeping San Francisco's offense at bay, let your defense make those adjustments, because not only has San Francisco's offense changed, now you've got to change accordingly defensively. So give them some time on the sideline to go through those adjustments.
So that full house backfield look we saw against Denver. Geno Smith has an open man.
Good pass,
Slides down
Good
and
pass.
Bear claws for a couple more. Out across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him at the 42. Picks up 17 to start the drive.
17-yard game. Be interesting to see Ty Lockett so many of his yards previously when he had Russell Wilson.
They took back court and second touchdown.
Plays, and it'll be interesting
Oh,
to
that's
see
nutty.
if he continue
I needed
to
that.
do those things with Geno Smith, the quarterback, who's more of a system guy, obviously, than Russell was.
Off the fake, a lot of pressure on Smith. Nice
Good tackle, good defense. Lost it too. Good defense.
Tackles him for a loss of a couple.
And that's just a great play all the way around. You bring pressure, right? You expose people. So we're going to get to Disley right here off the edge. And look at Greenlaw. You're one-on-one, man. You cannot miss that tackle. Wraps him up, brings him to the ground. Really nice play. Both squads getting the ball out there, and then that tackle by Greenlaw.
Second and 12. Second and 12 for the Seahawks. Empty set.
Smith over the middle, and it is deflected.
Wow, deflecting the kickoff.
Gibson has the interception. It was deflected by Talanoa Hufanga. And San Francisco takes over at midfield.
Come on, Geno. Come on, Geno. San Fran looking good.
Hufanga had a big-time pick last week against the Bears. He gets his hand on that one, and Gibson was ready, the veteran, with the interception.
This just in. A giant robot has landed downtown.
Geno looked like a superstar Monday night against the Broncos, man. He looked real good. But that's what happens, man. We play these divisional games, and they know you so daggone well. You can't be making these types of mistakes. Geno definitely might get exposed. He definitely will get exposed in divisional games. Let me know what's going on, chat. Commercial break. San Fran up 13-0. Commercial break. Let me know how your fantasy teams are doing. I'm in pretty much in good shape with all my fantasy leagues so far, which is nice. Definitely liking what I got going so far. I know one of my leagues, though, I got Michael Thomas on the bench. That's not going to happen from here on out. Definitely make sure I start Michael Thomas from here on out. I just got to figure out how I'm going to bench either Brandon Cooks or Deontay Johnson from the Steelers. And they got Mike Evans in the slot.
Well, Deshaun Gibson had a dropped interception last week. But the veteran, you got the sense he wasn't going to miss another one. Talanoa Hufanga made a great play on a pass intended for Tyler Lockett. And Gibson, who was taken over for the injured Jimmy Ward, who's on IR with a hamstring injury, comes up huge with a pick. San Francisco has had 3 possessions and 3 scores. 2 field goals and a touchdown. This is their best starting field position at the 50. Timeout. Out of the timeout.
San Fran.
San Francisco.
Yep.
Their first 30-second timeout.
Let's go back to the interception. Geno Smith with his first of the season.
Well, I always think about funneling guys, but first you get the pressure right here. Look at Geno Smith. His blood gets just shoved back in that backfield. Hand on the helmet right there. But this is it. Undercutting, knowing where your help is. Hufanga right there understands where the help is, funnels him to the help in Gibson. And Gibson, Johnny on the spot to pick it off right there. That's just understanding where the help is, where you want to funnel a guy to. Does it perfectly and undercuts that throw to get the tip.
Wide receiver screen.
Samuel on the screen. There goes Debo.
10-yard gain. First down.
Just inside the 40-yard line. Let's go down to the field and Christina Pink. You got a chance to talk with Jimmy Garoppolo today, KP.
Well, you know, I asked him how hard it was to be the number 2 quarterback. The word he chose was different. He said, I'm comfortable with the scheme. I really love this group of players. But he did say there were some offers out there. He said, you have to rewire your brain, though, when you're playing as the backup quarterback. But I will be ready if called upon. And he's certainly done that so far, guys.
Yeah, he stepped in for the injured Lance, doing what he did in New England. He's the backup to Tom
Toss play.
Toss play Samuel. Juszczyk throws a pot. And Tebow Samuel turns a negative.
At least he got back to the line of scrimmage. Probably at the yard game.
Jordan Brooks is there on the stop.
That's one thing about Debo. He definitely going to run hard.
KP, the intrepid reporter, as always. You got it. All right, yeah. See, you settle for the fist bump.
Fist bump. That's where we have to go.
As a person who is getting back into nice greetings again, I can understand that, KP. I can understand it.
Means they're going from one side to the other. Oscar just flipping sides on this handoff.
Running to the right here with Jeff Wilson. Short gain, third down. Ball
He didn't fumble, did he?
by contact,
No, I didn't think
according
he
to the
did.
line judge. Double check for you, watching at home. Wilson going airborne. And that elbow is down. The arm is down before the ball comes out.
Elbow, wrist. Wrist goes down. You are down by contact.
So third down and 8.
Forearm or elbow, but that forearm part, not the wrist.
Garoppolo sidesteps, launches.
Good pass. Oh, come on, Ayuk. That was a good pass. You got to finish that.
And that will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I mean, Debo right here coming off the ball. And this is a beautiful, this is Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Understand that Woolen stays on top of Ayuk right there. So he's just going to throw it out to the sideline, kind of that back shoulder fade type of ball that he
got to finish. He got to finish that.
Beautiful place by Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, it's fourth down and 8. This would be about a 57-yard field goal from here.
Oh, they're going for it. 4th and 8.
Garoppolo in the offense.
49ers going for it. 4th and 8.
And now Seattle will
Timeout,
be forced to use
Seahawks.
a timeout.
Timeout. Seattle.
So we're right back after this from Progressive.
This book has helped me reach so many young homeowners who have become their parents.
Hey, what's the lowest you'll go on one of these mugs?
Well, remember, no haggling in stores.
Ah, yeah, chapter 6. Yep.
They may have read the book, but they still have a long way to go.
Hoping to get your John Hancock on there.
Let's just call it a signature.
I noticed there weren't any refreshments, so I'm just going to leave a couple of snackies.
Folks, the line's a shambles. Let's tuck it in.
Sir?
Come on. Come on.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
Okay, we don't need a line monitor.
Not as if the Seahawks haven't been involved in some interesting fourth down calls from the defensive side already this season. This will be 4th and 8 from the 39.
4th and 8.
Garoppolo wants it
Jimmy
all.
going deep.
For Danny Gray.
Oh.
It is nearly intercepted by Quandre Diggs. It's a turnover on downs. Frankly, it's probably better for Seattle that he didn't pick it because they'll have better field position after the flip of possession.
Well, here they are right here coming off the ball. And
I don't understand that
want
fourth
to
down
get
play
out
at
there,
all.
see if you can get to the corner, right? You've got a
I don't understand that
three-level
fourth down
route
play.
combination right there. Short, intermediate,
I don't get
and
it.
deep. going for
I don't
Graham
get
deep ball. And you're right. I mean, it's the last thing you want to do is catch that ball on 4th down and 8.
Looks good for the stat line, but that's 14 yards more of field position that the Seahawks were able to churn out. 19, beg your pardon. The pick would have put him at the 20 if it was in the end zone, I should say, not the 25.
Yeah, they told me there'd be no math.
Hufanga is there to knock down Rashad Penny. But Talanoa Hufanga continues to make a name for himself for this 49er defense going back to late last year.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is just all over the place, right? Hufanga has just, I mean, we just saw him make a great play in the defensive backfield, undercutting the route to block it, tipping it in the air for the interception. Now you make a dynamic play to put Seattle in a 2nd down and long situation. And this is where they want Geno Smith, right? They want to take him out of his comfort zone, that short passing game, that running game.
Kenneth Walker, double pass. Smith launching for Metcalf.
Oh, good catch.
By DK Metcalf.
Oh, good catch.
Inside the 15 of San Francisco, multiple flags were thrown back near the line of scrimmage.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 7.
Oh, that's nutty.
5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
That's nutty.
Abraham Lucas was just beyond a yard past the line of scrimmage when that pass was released.
Lucas right here, and just watch him stay in contact.
That is
he's okay
nutty.
As long as he's in contact.
That's
but
a
once
great
he gets
catch,
you
man.
Off and pushes you down the
That's
football
a
field.
great
You know
catch.
what? You're just too physically dominant.
A
right?
great
I mean, you
catch.
drive a guy
God
off the ball
mercy, that's
4
a great
yards.
catch.
I mean, you like that ain't your fault that I'm so strong, right? You tell the ref right now, hey, dude, I'm just that powerful. You shouldn't be fighting that. Oh, unfortunate, because that was a phenomenal catch. 52 yards, whoop, wiped away.
Go on 2nd and long. Geno Smith over the middle.
Damn.
It's Talanoa Hufanga again, nearly taking that ball away. Tyler Lockett trying to secure it.
Did he catch it?
It'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Right now, I feel like when it comes to Hufanga, I feel like stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends? I think he might be my new favorite player. This guy is all over the field. He was all over the field last week. You see him break on the ball. Just has a great sense of what they're trying to do, where they're trying to go, and he's on the ball right there, knocking it out of Lockett's hands.
Third and 17.
Looking for Metcalf.
Come on, man. Oh, pass interference. It's an interception. And they're going to call pass interference. They're going to call pass interference.
Might have yet another takeaway.
Oh, I think that Emmanuel Mosley got there a little bit early. He was
maybe.
trying to avoid
Pass interference.
contact.
Defense number 4.
Yep.
Cross place at the spot of the foul. Automatic. 1st down.
You saw it earlier, right? He was a little earlier in this game. This time they called him for it.
Right, and you're just getting a big in-cutting route. You see DK Metcalf coming off the ball, and here he goes. He's going to break on it perfectly.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
That ain't no
he's
pass
there early,
interference.
and
That ain't no
you know,
pass
it should be called
interference.
right there. Hand on the helmet. I mean, it's a beautifully play. It's just a beautifully played play by Mosley. He's just there a little too early. Incensed this Kyle Shanahan.
If he avoids that contact,
yes,
he might get the deflection.
I don't know about that.
If he goes with both hands, he may intercept that.
So they get 26 on the penalty. It's 1st down after a 3rd and long. Smith on the inside screen for Will
Inside
Disley,
screen.
and Samson
2
Ebukam
yard
is there
gain.
to help blow it up after a short gain.
Well, Ebukam was not fooled, right? You want those defensive ends when you're running that inside screen to go up the football field. He puts his foot in the ground, and Damian Lewis hurt there on this play, but he puts his foot in the ground and comes right back into that screen to tackle Disley.
Damian Lewis did not play last week as he was dealing with a knee and an ankle issue. Normal left guard. Phil Haynes got the start last week. Lewis in the lineup for his season debut today is down. Let's step aside.
On an urgent Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Hurry! It's almost kickoff. I am. No!
Take that off here. I don't want no copyright strikes. Let's see here. Come on. Oh, is this thing freezing again? Hope this thing ain't freezing again. What's going on, chat, man? How y'all doing? Let me know how y'all fantasy football teams is coming along. I haven't even put up my daggone scoreboard. I'm drooling. Let me know how y'all fantasy teams are doing in the chat. If there's anybody in the chat that hasn't hit that like button, please, please, please hit that like button for me. I would definitely appreciate the support. Any love and support is definitely needed right now. Definitely trying to make sure we grow the channel properly.
Week 2 continues tonight on NBC and with 2 games tomorrow on ESPN and ABC. Then Week 3 kicks off Thursday night on Prime Video. Stream games live
Definitely
on your
going to be
mobile phone
streaming
with
that
NFL
Vikings
Plus.
Eagles game.
Will Disley kind of made contact with Damian Lewis. Watch the right leg of Disley and the right leg of Lewis.
Right down here, knee to knee, bam, or knee to shin, I guess it should say. Well, that thing, that one hurts right there.
Phil Haynes is back in at left guard. He played every snap last week. Smith off the play fake. Under pressure. Being chased by the former Seahawk, Kerry Hyder Jr. Launches away, and Tyler Lockett is there.
Good pass,
by
Geno.
Deshaun Gibson at the 15.
That's a great pass,
Geno.
Geno.
Talking about.
Great
Let's see if
pass.
some of those off-schedule plays end up benefiting Lockett. That's off schedule.
Yeah, well, Geno under pressure, and when you go off schedule, when the quarterback gets under pressure, there is probably nobody better in the league than Tyler Lockett from changing his route and saying, let me be friendly. And you watch him right down here on the numbers. He hits the numbers, right? He's turning out, bam, he sees it, goes across, friendly target for my quarterback, makes the catch, and there's a big explosive play in the passing game.
The 27.
Wildcat.
Walker in a little bit of a wildcat set, breaking tackles.
Good run. Good run. Good 5-6 yard run.
There's a little wrinkle that they can have with Kenneth Walker in there.
Man, maybe that's why Pete Carroll likes him so much. Not only the wrinkle, but that was just nothing but, I mean, that was doomed from the start. Watch. I mean, he's got all kinds of guys. You see Armstead right there, Hyder. Everybody's up there. Hufanga misses a tackle. I just refuse to acknowledge that because, you know, he became my best friend earlier in the program. So, now what a great play by Walker right there, and they're back in that Wildcat once again.
Yeah, that full house backfield look with 4 running backs.
And 4 running backs in the backfield.
Walker with the read, gives it to Dallas.
And he threw a pick. Come on, man. What is that?
The Raiders were not fooled by the trickery.
Seahawks playing stupid football right now. Why? Why? The Cowboys is up 14-3. Oh.
Well, that one was, there it is right here. And
Cowboys up
DJ
14-3.
Dallas, that was doomed from the start as he gets the handoff. And just, I mean, this is not even close.
Hell no, it wasn't close.
Need to shelf that trick play.
Exactly. That joint goofy.
Dallas on that trick play.
Yeah, that one needs to go back in the oven and cook for a while because that thing wasn't even close to being
That joint was raw.
When he was in college at Miami.
First and 10 for the Niners.
That one, an interception by Mooney Ward. to give San
Wow.
Francisco the football back.
Wow.
And Jeff
Good
Wilson
run.
gives
Good
them plenty
13-yard
of
run.
cushion with that 13-yard gain out to the 20. You see Metcalf and Dallas trying to get on the same page after the trick play goes awry.
That drink was goofy. That whole play was goofy. It just looked bad from the door.
Right back to Wilson. And another
Good
positive
run.
play for about 5.
You know,
That's
you
a
go
good
back
run.
to that interception by DJ Dallas, and what are you telling your starting offense, right? What are you telling your quarterback? The guy that won the competition, the guy that you've told us is a great system quarterback, the guy that you have invested in to lead your football team, and then we're going to get down into the red zone. We're going to try to trick people, and I'm just not a fan at all of that
It's stupid,
style of
Mark.
football. Hey man,
That's why it's
Geno's our
stupid.
guy. Let him be your guy there. Keep him in there and orchestrate your offense. They just made the big play to lock it before that. Not a fan.
Man, they defense is on that.
Kobe Bryant initially,
Defense is
and then
on
picked
that.
off by Al Woods. A loss, and it's a third down coming for San Francisco and Jimmy Garoppolo.
Playing that nickel position. Here's Kobe Bryant coming in there off the edge. I mean, you're playing, it's like 3 positions in one, right? You're a cornerback, you're a safety, and in that particular play, you're a weak side linebacker, right? So you've got to be able to read that kind of triangle. You've got to be able to read that offensive line, that running back. You've got to play the run, but also you've got to be good enough to be sticky in man coverage. It is, to me, it's the toughest position in football.
Here comes a late blitz. Garoppolo to Samuel. What a catch.
Good catch,
But he was
Debo.
in traffic.
Good catch, Debo. Good catch.
He came very close, but just short of the line.
4th and 1.
That takes us to the 2-minute
2-minute warning.
4th down and short coming up for San Francisco. It hasn't been uneventful, folks, out west in this NFC West showdown, but the 49ers have the early lead.
4th and 1. 2-minute warning. Niners up 13-0. The Seahawks is trying to get this game away. Respectfully. They trying to get this game away. It ain't no way in hell you run that trick play down here. And you got DK Metcalf. I mean, I know they was trying to throw it to DK, but it was just a terrible pass. Yeah, rest in peace, man. To that play. That play was terrible. Like Mark Schlereth said, go ahead and get rid of that. We don't want to see none of that. Right now, we're on a commercial break. Two-minute warning. My fantasy team right now looking real good, looking real sturdy. Let me see what the scoreboards look like right now. So we got Rams up on the Falcons, 14-13. We got the Texans and the Broncos tied, 3 up. We got the Raiders over the Cardinals, 10-0. We got the Cowboys with the ball. Cowboys over the Bengals, 14-3. This is crazy. Damn Cowboys. Joe Burrow is 3 for 4, 34 yards. Cooper Rush, 8 for 11, 131 yards and a touchdown. He
Two
can't
quarterbacks
play.
at the helm now. Jimmy Garoppolo taking over for the injured Trey Lance. Geno Smith and the ball out of his hands on a trick play that went for an interception, but Geno will get an opportunity for the 2-minute drill. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Tyler Lockett, veteran return man, and one-time Pro Bowler as a special teamer, is back there for a Wisnowski punt. Catch 25 in traffic, loose ball. Niners
Wow. 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 Wow.
Wisnowski put that into a tough spot. And Ross Dwelly, who's already got a touchdown in this game, comes away with the recovery. So Tyler Lockett's a veteran punt returner. He's been there back a lot. Now watch 47.
He
Xavier
pushed
Crawford.
me right in the back of you.
You saw him with Tarvarius Moore. Moore kind of
Yeah, he
disengaged at the
fumbled it.
last moment as to avoid blocking Crawford directly into Tyler Lockett. He saw a little bit of a
On the
push.
field is a muff kick recovered by the kicking team. First down.
Well, you think
Wow.
about this now. You put a guy back there to return the punt.
San
who hasn't been
Francisco
returning the punts consistently.
gets the
And
ball back.
Crawford, you just signed him to your active roster. So two guys, maybe a little lack of experience. Not that Tyler Lockett has a lack of experience, but he has not been doing
This
that
year and in the last couple of years.
Yeah, consistent basis. So
49ers.
two guys, new position.
First and 10
Go to the 49ers.
from the Seahawks 22 after a fumble.
They've got 2 timeouts from the 22. And it's Garoppolo, incomplete for Jennings. Josh Jones breaking on the ball, second down. Miscues from the Seahawks, though, today. 2 interceptions, one from Smith, one from the running back Dallas, and then the special teams misfire, giving San Francisco yet another possession.
And the 49ers are just that they're a legendary to me offense when it comes to second down and long situations. I think they have the best, what I call it legendary, the best run game out of these situations that anybody I study.
That motion, so they screen it away from the motion to Deebo Samuel.
Good run.
Let
Good
him make the play.
screenplay.
Kobe Bryant on the stop at the 15. But a
Who
timeout
called the
used.
timeout?
Well, I tell you what,
Timeout Seahawks.
out there hunting.
3rd and 3.
Williams trying to knock people around.
The 30-second timeout.
Seahawks use a timeout. I'll remind you that Saturday we've got a full day of college football on Fox. Boy, Michigan looks very good in the early part of the year. They'll get set to host Maryland in their Big Ten opener. The 15th-ranked Oregon Ducks were impressive against BYU. They'll head to Pullman for that rivalry matchup.
It's up at the Palouse right there.
Palouse. You know it well, my friend.
Wazoo's been playing some pretty good football.
They have K-State, Oklahoma as well to close it all out. That's Saturday on Fox.
Well, now that's not an extension of the running play, but it's a bubble screen to Deebo Samuel. Get on there and get you in a third down and manageable situation in this empty set for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Garoppolo eyeballing one receiver. It was his running back. It was Wilson, and he is down at the 1-yard line. Cody Barton chased him down before he could get to the end zone, but it's 1st and goal for San Francisco.
Right in the kitchen. Here's the ball. You saw the one-on-one.
First down Niners. Jimmy looked good, man.
Plenty of space. Look like a little face mask there too, Adam.
It's definitely face mask.
Barton disengaged quick enough. Either way, it's going to be 1st and goal from just beyond the 1. Garoppolo was open. It was punched home. Seahawks use their last timeout because they feel like maybe they can get the ball back to end this first half. Don't forget that Seattle will get the ball to start the second half coming up.
Now this is where you want to reward the hog mollies, right? The big guys up front, let them get down, 3-point stance, let them dig them cleats in and reestablish a line of scrimmage.
They've got Juszczyk as the fullback and Tyrion Davis-Price as the tailback.
Juszczyk. Touchdown.
The fullback pounds
Touchdown. This is
for his
ridiculous.
first touchdown of the year.
This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous.
Trent Williams. I mean, anytime you want to get in the end zone, get behind 71, Trent Williams.
This is ridiculous.
Dude, let me tell you right now, that dude is the
Seahawks don't look nothing like they did on
line of
Monday.
scrimmage. Look at that.
They
Get
getting
off,
blown
push
off the
it in the
daggone
end zone.
field.
Lead Juszczyk in there. Helmets flying off. Oh, my goodness, great. And that's just physical football. There you see helmet flying off. Monet.
20-0.
And despite the quarterback
20-0
change,
Niners.
the 49ers have dominated this first half with the help of some Seattle miscues. It is 20-0 49ers. We're right back after this from Geico.
It's Friday night dinner. All of a sudden, boom, boom. The kid's like, Dad, what is that? You gecko go, roar! Huh?
It's a bit too aggressive, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, sure. Rewind it. How about this? Beg your pardon, but bundling your home and car insurance could save you hundreds. And then the neighbors.
Yeah, it might get dark for the Seahawks pretty soon, man. This game getting out of hand.
Hi, gecko.
Well, what? Come on.
20-0.
I know, right?
See how much you can
Niners
save by
over the
bundling with
Seahawks.
Geico.
Wow.
Kyle Juszczyk has been in the NFL for 10 years. He has carried the ball 51 times, and he has 5 rushing touchdowns. He's got 13 receptions for touchdowns. But the Niners have taken advantage. The 4 running back pass play by Seattle ends in a pick for Ward. After San Francisco punts, Crawford runs into Lockett. They muff the punt. The Niners take over, and Juszczyk cashes in to make it 20-0.
Seahawks take it at the 1.
Trying to redeem himself.
Come on,
He's going to
man.
get hit shy of the 20-yard line.
He only got to the 17.
In special teams, he was sharp last week. He makes the stop.
All right, first and 10 from the 17 for the Seahawks. They got to make something happen. They do get the ball back
Last week in the
after
first
halftime.
half, Geno Smith was on fire against the Denver defense. Slowed down a little bit in the second half. They didn't score any points in the second half. They haven't scored in this first half. Geno's got to pick things up right now. Under pressure, he gets rid of it to Travis Homer. Steps out to stop the clock. Charles Omenihu was in the backfield.
Short
right
little
in
game.
Geno Smith's grill.
This is a terrible place to be if you're an offense right now. Coming out inside the 20-yard line, you've got all the momentum on the other side of the football, the crowd noise going, and they know, these defensive linemen right here, they know they're going to hunt, right? Because they know you've got to throw the football.
The twist up front gets picked up. Noah Fant makes the reception and cuts it to the inside. And it will be third down and short as the clock will move inside of a minute.
Back-to-back plays there where Geno Smith gets hit as he's releasing the football.
And Nick Bosa got to him that time.
3rd and 2 for the Seahawks.
Handed off. Travis Homer has the first
down.
Seattle cannot stop the clock. They're out of timeouts.
$32 seconds and running.
Smith to the outside, and Metcalf secures it and steps out to stop the clock.
23 seconds left.
23 seconds remaining. Don't forget, we got the Verizon
20-0 49ers over the Seahawks.
Michael and Coach Payton. Rams get the victory after the loss to Buffalo, and we'll talk about that excellent connection between the two former Fresno State Bulldogs, now Las Vegas Raiders, Derek Carr and Devontae Adams. Go! In the 40. Smith has a man. Lockett steps out at midfield.
19 seconds left. 2nd and 9.
49ers right now just giving up those edges. They're giving up yardage, trying to eat time right now, although Seattle and Geno Smith doing a really nice job coming out inside the 20, put a drive together, giving themselves a little bit of hope here on the offensive side of the ball.
Still feels like they need about 20 yards or so to get into decent field goal range. Kyle Shanahan will use one of his 2 remaining timeouts.
Timeout. San Francisco. Their second 30-second timeout.
Told you what's coming up, but let's hear it from the man himself, Kurt Menefee. What's happening, bud?
All right, Coach, some interesting scores around the league. What's the plan moving forward?
Look, the plan's real simple. I'm just trying to stay focused on my first Verizon halftime report.
So what's your message to the team?
Well, TB's got to be mistake-free in their highlights. Strahan's got to dig deep in analysis. And Howie, I don't want to make him angry. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. We'll see you at the half.
well handled, Kirk. Good job, buddy.
That's actually really good.
Well
Second
done.
and 2, 19 seconds. Seahawks on their own 48.
Just shy of midfield. Niners trying to get organized defensively. They bring a blitz. Smith to the outside to Lockett. Steps out near the 45. So let's say maybe about 10 more yards. You're getting into Myers' comfortable territory. Especially considering the wind today.
Right.
It's not really affecting it lower to the field, but it is swirling.
They've been playing off with their back to the sideline, making sure that they're just giving up these underneath. They're going to tighten up a little bit right now.
Well, that's incomplete.
Overthrow, 11 seconds left.
Pressure by
They
Charles
definitely sent the
Omenihu
blitz.
again, and Smith ended up on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, they're listening to you. About 10 more yards before you get into a reasonable range, right? So you saw now the corners, instead of being 10, 12 yards off, they're about 7 yards deep, still protecting that sideline. They're outside the widest receivers. So now it's all about making sure they can contain those outside throws, tackle them, don't let them get that easy 10 yards and step out of bounds.
Be about a 62 or 63-yard field goal from here. Myers has hit a 61-yarder in his career. Movement before the play. Depends on who this is on, and it's going to be against
Ball
Seattle.
start.
Ball start. Offense. Number 72.
Crazy, man. Seahawks don't look nothing like they did Monday night.
That's Lucas. The clock was already stopped, so there's no runoff on a penalty. But, again, you're moving backwards, and you could kind of hear the wind during the mic, so you want to get into 10 or 15 more yards to make it easier for Myers.
You know, we mentioned at the beginning, you've got 2 rookie tackles starting for Seattle. Yeah. So this is that nerve area. This is where that young guy nerves, and those nerves come into play with that offside.
Especially when you got Bosa charging on the other side. He's matched up. And Geno's running backwards. Smith, he's going to get rid of it to Homer. The final seconds are ticking off. And
That's
that'll take
it.
us to halftime.
That's it.
San Francisco with a dominant first half performance.
All right, family. So we're going to take a halftime break. 10, 15 minutes. We'll be back with the second half. 49ers up 20-0. Just domination by the Niners, for real, man. Jimmy G coming in for Trey Young. I think Trey Young broke his leg, so we'll see what happens in the second half. But we're going to take a break. Be back in a little bit. Third down and 11. San Francisco.
Get close to the sticks,
And the
Emmanuel
Seahawks.
Mosley gets to him before he can cross the line.
Seahawks short. Seahawks is short.
There's a pep in the step of the 49ers defense out of the locker room.
Yeah, there's two different levels of play right now. And Emmanuel Mosley, look at that, just using the sideline right there, squaring up Lockett, and then look at the cavalry come over there. Fred Warner is always going to be that guy cleaning people up over the top. He plays with such passion, such speed. And there's a different, like I said, just a different energy with the guys in red versus the guys in white right now.
Seahawks punting again. 4th and 2. 3 and out. From right out of the halftime.
Good protection for Dixon. Ray McLeod from the 24 evades the first man.
Oh, he got tripped up.
By Nick Ballore.
Damn, he got
special
tripped up.
teamer, former San Francisco 49er. 52-yard punt, 5-yard return. Frustrations for Seattle right out of the gate here in the second half.
All right, so we back. Seahawks with the 3 and out coming right out of halftime. They in trouble. Let me review some of these scores that we got going on right now. Outside of this game. So you got the Rams up on the Falcons, 28-3. You got the, I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals. You got the Raiders over the Cardinals, 20-0. And then you got the Cowboys over the Bengals, 17-3. I'd have never saw this one. I'd have never saw this happening. Joe Burrow is 9 for 12, 72 yards. And Cooper Rush is 12 for 18, 162 yards. Wow. Unreal. Let me see how my fantasy teams are doing. So in the one league, I'm up 135-77. He got 2 players left. Is T. Higgins not balling? I don't think T. Higgins is playing for him. So I still got A.J. Dillon and Dalvin Cook left. So this is pretty much a lock for me. Let's see here. My second league, I'm up, 70-33. Kyler Murray is killing me. I'm gonna need a new quarterback. Anybody know what's going on with Kyler Murray? Because he isn't playing good at all. Like literally at all. Let's see here, my other league. I'm up 60-51. And I still got Josh Allen left and Dalvin Cook left. And what's that? Cole Kmet, the tight end from the Bears. So I think I should be in pretty good shape. Hopefully I'll still be undefeated after week 2.
Jimmy Garoppolo,
All 3 of my
there's plenty of
leagues.
speculation about trades, about destinations. Christina Pink said it earlier. There were some offers out there for him, but they renegotiated and restructured his deal. 1 year, $6.5 million. He was in the final year of that big contract he signed. John Lynch keeping Garoppolo around, and it's very much a key to have him today with the injury to Trey Lance.
On down he goes. Jacoby Durant, who had the pick earlier, gets his first career sack.
Wow, Durant's game. There is a penalty marker thrown from the.
I don't know what's going on with that.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense, number 99.
Seahawks killing themselves.
15-yard penalty added on to the end of the run. First down, San Francisco.
Seahawks is
Big Al
killing
Woods
themselves,
gets
man.
tagged with that face
What are you
mask
doing?
penalty. Let's go back down to the field and KP.
Well, Adam, safe to say, Kyle Shanahan pleased with the Jimmy G show so far. He said he's done awesome. He's looked really good as far as how much of the offense they've had to throw out. Coach telling me most of it, all the run stuff, all the play action, but it hasn't seemed to be an issue right now. Also, guys, you see a lot of the players on the bench talking to him, trying to rally him in this role he's in right now.
Good stuff, KP. Garoppolo, the fake, the throw.
Good pass. Good catch, Ayuk.
Reaching up to bring it down inside the 48.
Good catch. Good catch, Ayuk. I like that. Good catch.
Jimmy Garoppolo just call it a drift route. And he's got to get the reason it's high right there. He's got to get it over Brooks' outstretched fingers, who jumped in on that play action, but then fell back out. Really nice execution by Jimmy Garoppolo, seeing that defender get into that throwing lane and getting it over the top.
1st and 10, San Francisco in Seahawks territory.
There's Ty Davis-Price.
3-yard gain.
He'll pick up a couple. We'll check with Kurt Menefee for a game break. Kurt.
Well, Matthew Stafford has it on cruise control as the Rams take on the Falcons. 19 of 22, 3 touchdown passes, including 2 to Cooper Kupp. And right now in the 3rd quarter, they're up 28-3.
28-3.
And yes, Adam, there's a joke in there somewhere for Falcons fans, but I'm not touching it.
It's been done before, Kurt, and I'm glad that you and I are both going to just let it marinate. Of course, 49ers and Rams played some classic games last year, the final of the regular season, and of course the NFC title game.
Good run. Good run. 15, 20-yard run, 1st down. Niners gashing it.
For San Francisco of double-digit yards. It's 16 more for this San Francisco running game.
Just, you want to talk about create a new line of scrimmage. Watch these two double team here, then pull off, come out, get the nickel guy. Look at you can't execute it any better than that. And Jeff Wilson knows what to do with it, getting back downhill. And that's one thing about this run game is once you break that initial line of scrimmage, you want to get back inside, get downhill, make big things happen.
Saw Clint Kirk, the first-year defensive coordinator, trying to get
Good
his
stuff.
run
Good
defense
stuff.
back on track. That
No
time,
game. Good stuff.
Uchenna Nwosu comes in to stop Jeff Wilson for no gain.
Monday night, Uchenna played just exceptional football. All kinds of pressures and sack against Russell Wilson and tackles, 7 tackles I think he had.
NFC Defensive Player of the Week. I thought that was one of the better under-the-radar signings in the league this year. All the USC guys are actually playing very well today. There's Wilson slipping
Good
a
run.
tackle, and he
9-yard
goes to the
gain.
line to gain, about a yard shy. 3rd down and short coming up. You heard Christina talk about it. You've heard Mark
I'll be
talk
right
about
back,
it, how
fellas.
the
I'll be right
playbook
back.
changes, right? So 80%, again, small sample size, but 80% run.
My bad, family. My bad.
And right there, he
My
just
bad,
stays
family.
in contact. Is it egregious? No, but it's something that's been a point of emphasis. So every team has been told throughout the meetings, throughout the preseason, this is the point of emphasis.
Scored.
After 5 yards, we want these receivers to be able to run free.
So Freck set it down from the 29.
Oh my
Woods
God.
is there to make the stop. LSU Tiger there as he stops Davis Price.
Boy, you want to talk about just recreating a line of scrimmage right here. Watch his hands inside. Bam! Right there, extend and then shed. Get off the block, make a tackle for a loss. And so far, this Seattle defense, after that blocked kick, return for a touchdown, they've really done a good job of using that momentum and making some plays other than the bad penalty that kept this drive alive.
Garoppolo setting up that tunnel screen. Deebo Samuel breaks loose. Let's see where they mark him. It'll be shy of the first down marker by a couple of yards. Kobe Bryant had an opportunity on Samuel and could not bring him down.
How strong is Deebo Samuel coming out up the top right here? Like you said, the tunnel screen. Look at all those 49ers out there and just putting your shoulder down. I mean, he's just got such great contact balance as a runner.
Let me see what's going on with these
like there is, he's positioned
fantasy football teams. How y'all doing out there with the fantasy football this year?
Put me wherever you want, coach.
On 3rd and 2. Garoppolo for
Good
Ayuk,
catch.
first down.
Good pass, Brandon.
And still churning the legs to the 45-yard line. Brandon Ayuk has been much more involved today, as was the game plan for Kyle Shanahan. And a fresh set of downs again for San Francisco.
And there's a guy that has really matured as a wide receiver. You know, had a game last week in Chicago with those field conditions. Really didn't play his best game. Came to Kyle Shanahan. I mean, just coached himself up and just say, hey, man, I know. I'll be better this week. And he has been.
5 catches on 6 targets for Ayuk. Davis Price, not much room in the middle there. Yeah, half a yard. It's an NFC West, which has the reigning Super Bowl champions in the Rams and 3 playoff teams from a year ago. Seattle was the only team that didn't make the playoffs in the West. They were the only team, though, that won their opener with the Seahawks. You pointed out something to me the other day, Mark. No playoff team in the expanded format last year.
2nd and 9. 49ers driving.
So you kind of feel like there's this pressure on San Francisco right now in what you've termed to be a winnable division.
Sure.
The Rams are probably going to be there, but there's some question marks about the other 3 teams. These games are that much more important because of that. Garoppolo.
What the hell was that?
Over the head of Danny Gray, the rookie out of SMU.
Come on.
This game, in a lot of ways, has been dominated by San Francisco. 20 more plays run for the 49ers.
This is the one right here for me. Time of possession. You know what that does to a defense that's got to be on the field for that long? Adam?
Yeah, exactly.
Even in these conditions.
30 minutes. You ain't even in the 13 in the fourth quarter yet.
But it's just exhausting for a defense, especially those big guys up front.
Garoppolo off the back foot, used check down to try to rescue it, but it's going to be ruled incomplete.
Oh, incomplete.
That'll bring up 4th down, and the drive will stall for San Francisco.
There it is. The flick there, a little pressure. See it hit the ground. Really nice job. Using that blocked kick, touchdown return, and ended up getting off that. I mean, you had the penalty. You could have had a 3 and out, but being able to stand up here if you're Seattle, give your offense an opportunity. Really nice job using that momentum and stopping this offense.
Snowski delivers.
Good punt. Good punt. Good punt. a good point.
Long field in front
Seahawks
of the
gotta
Seahawks
get something
offense,
going.
which has yet to generate points today. The 7 came from special teams, and number 7's out there now.
All right, 49ers up 20-7. Little quick commercial break. Anybody paying attention to that Cardinals Raiders game? Can somebody please tell me what's going on with Kyler Murray? This guy is 7 for 12 with 54 yards. He got paid all that money and looked pathetic. At least the first game and a half that he's been in this season. Straight pathetic. Let me see who else look good right now. Bengals just scored field goal. 17-6 Bengals. Their defense is balling. Jamar Chase got 3 for 15. T. Higgins 2 for 21. Cowboys defense is putting it on them. Let me see what the defensive stats look like. That Cowboys team, their defense look like they balling. I'm about to get a new kicker too, because I got Matthew Prater for Arizona, and he hasn't done nothing for me in the past, this week or last week.
If I ain't right back though, that's the problem. I ain't right back. Let's go.
I think it was the quote of the week. They wrote me off, but I didn't write back after the victory on Monday night against Denver. But Geno Smith's offense has yet to corral points since halftime of that game on Monday night. The 7 points today from special teams. But these are moments that Geno Smith has been in. It is time to step up for your offense.
Right, he didn't write back, but now it's time to write a comeback story in this game right now. And your defense got themselves a little footing. Your special teams has made a play. Now it's time for this offense to come alive under Geno Smith.
First and 10 for the Seahawks at the own 13.
Check to the run with Rashad Penny. And a solid, strong run.
Good run. 5-6 yard game. Good
Eugene Cyril Geno Smith. He got the nickname Big Geno from his grandfather when he was a young man. Second round pick by the Jets in 2013. Had a phenomenal rookie year. Really 2 solid seasons before the injuries kicked in. Ends up with the Giants, backing up Eli Manning. A year later with the Chargers, backing up Phillip Rivers. And has been with Seattle since 2019, backing up Russell Wilson. It's his team, his offense right now. Give the Penny up. Bosa had
Good run. Good run. Oh, that's a loss.
Nick Bosa involved again.
Yeah, Nick Bosa coming off the edge right here. And I'm telling you what, you want to talk about a body. This guy
Oh, Arizona State fired Herm Edwards.
I mean, you talk about
Yeah, they fired Herm Edwards.
His chest, arms. He is a specimen and is equally adept at rushing the passer as well as playing the run. He is a problem. 4 QB hits and a sack so far today.
On 3rd and 4. Geno running away from Bosa. Trying
Short.
to surge ahead, running into Samuel Womack, the rookie nickel. Close to the line to gain, but seemingly short. Taking us to the end of quarter number 3. Some rain out in California today.
All right, that's the end of the third quarter. 20-7. Third down conversion was short. I don't know if they're gonna go for it. I don't know if they're gonna go for that. Fourth quarter. 49ers probably going to just go ahead and milk this clock, man, because they, Seahawks can't do nothing offensively. Ain't no need to put yourself in danger. Little quick commercial break. San Fran up 20-7. Jimmy Garoppolo looking decent. This game was really a snooze fest for real. I think if it get any worse, we might just go ahead and tune into that Cowboys Bengals game because the Seahawks can't do anything with the 49ers as far as their defense. Linebackers and corners flying around, smacking everything moving. So, we'll I don't know if the Seahawks are going to go for it. It's 4th and short. Let's see.
San Francisco has dominated for the most part. And Seattle's offense unable to get much traction here today. Ray McLeod is back to return, and Jimmy Garoppolo, who had to enter in the first quarter for the injured Trey Lance.
So they are punting. Seahawks punting 4th and 1.
Command the offense to start the 4th.
Starting defense on the field right now. They're in punt safe. Looking for any trickery.
Nixon will boot it. Try to keep it away from McLeod. Good punt.
Good punt.
Get him inside the 30-yard line. Well, Monarch is the year's #1 new drama. The first family of music will do anything to protect their legacy. Susan Sarandon, Trace Atkins, and Anna Friel. Monarch, all new Tuesday at 9, 8 Central, only on Fox. Wearing a George Kittle jersey. No Kittle today, once again for San Francisco. Ross Dwelly, though, the tight end, has a reception for a touchdown from Garoppolo today. 12 of 18 for 138 is Jimmy Garoppolo's line. And with a 2-score lead, let's see how much of the rushing attack we see for San Francisco now. There's Wilson behind Juszczyk.
2-yard game.
Jeff Wilson averaging just a shade under 5 a pop. Brandon Ayuk much more involved in week 2 than week 1.
Jimmy Garoppolo being the steady hand at the quarterback position. 12 of 18. See that? 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He's played really well coming off the bench. That's not easy to do, especially when you got to scrap your entire game plan that you put together for Trey Lance.
Garoppolo, quick slant, gets deflected.
Slant was batted down.
And there's the paw of Al Woods getting the deflection. He's done this plenty in his 129 NFL games.
That's just so big. I mean, that you want to talk about a paw. That's a big paw.
Sir.
Hands all taped together. That is a big man. You're right. You got it.
His 3rd stint with the Seahawks. 5 tackles and a couple for loss today. 3rd down and 8.
Seahawks like they sitting in the house.
Just a 4-man rush.
They got back.
Garoppolo looking for 1-on-1.
That's pass interference. Pass interference.
Jackson was covering Ayuk. Woolen got tagged.
Michael Jackson got
last week.
Actually, pass interference. Michael Jackson.
Ball's placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. 1st down.
Now Jackson will get tagged with one.
Yeah, right up there, one-on-one with Ayuk. Ayuk gets a good release.
Good way to keep your hands off. Good way to
Almost
keep his hands off of you.
And I tell you what, when you underthrow a ball like that, that's really good coverage by Jackson. You underthrow a ball like that, you're running, you start to turn your head back. The receiver's the one that can see it, so he stops and essentially corners guy. I mean, he's just going to run into him. So, underthrown ball, you're going to get that flag more often than not.
I imagine Pete Carroll was saying something similar on the sideline.
Good run, 4-yard gain.
Jackson chopped him out.
You know what the referee said back to Pete? I don't care. It's it is what it is. You can have perfect coverage on that. You turn to look back to try to make a play on the ball, and he stops. Guess what happens? It's kind of like Top Gun. You're going to hit the brakes, so fly right by.
Sure.
That's what happens to you.
I'm going to start calling you Maverick.
Yeah. All right, Goose.
Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, all right, Goose.
A use check in motion. Comes Wilson.
Yeah, don't run outside, man. It's a 2-yard gain. Don't run outside.
The second-round pick gets the tackle for loss.
Good job of just holding up on the edge of the line of scrimmage. Watch him use his hands, right? They go away, take on the guard, stuff him up. From low to high plane, you always want to strike from a low to high plane. You stand up the guard, that's Burford, and then you disengage, go make the tackle for a loss. Really nice done. Nicely done by the rookie.
3rd down and 8. A crucial play for Seattle's defense. Garoppolo.
It's a terrible pass, Jimmy. What are you doing? It's a terrible pass, Jimmy.
Had the coverage.
The Kobe Bryant with the defense.
Let's check in with Kurt Menefee for a game break. Kurt.
All right, down 20-0 to the Vegas Raiders. Arizona strikes Kyler Murray hooking up with Greg Dortch. Dortch, 4 years, 4 different practice squads in the NFL. That's his first touchdown. Actually, kind of a cool story.
That's a good job.
Adam.
We've seen a couple of those reclamation projects out in Arizona. Good stuff, Kurt. Oh, high snap.
Niners punting.
Wisnowski handled it well.
12:40 left.
And still gets
That's a good punt. That's a good punt. That's a good punt. Right at the 8.
Out of Utah.
Good punt.
Kobe Bryant had a couple of rough moments in his limited snaps against Denver. He's had some rough moments today. He almost came away with that pick, though.
All right, 49ers up 20-7. You know, they just going back and forth as far as, you know, the defense is concerned. What is going on with these instant highlights? Let me see here, man. Bang, bang, bang. Bang. Let's turn these things off. Does anybody know how to turn off these highlights that keep coming up on your screen with the NFL Sunday Ticket? This is killing me. Turn that off, see what happens. How do we get rid of this? No, we'll keep it like that. Another field goal from the Bengals. 17-9 Cowboys over the Bengals. And Dallas defense is holding on for dear life. See, there's some real interesting stuff going on here with the Texans and the Broncos. 6 for 20. Russell Wilson is 6 for 20, 93 yards, and an interception.
Crispy chicken lineup only at BK.
Russell Wilson was unacceptable.
So the Seahawks get the ball back. Still 12 and a half to go. Some of the 12s have made the trip down to Santa Clara. This offense has sputtered. The last points from the Seattle offense came from Colby Parkinson's reception for a touchdown in the second quarter on Monday.
First and 10, so they on 8.
Geno Smith with time.
Good pass.
And Lockett. That is a crucial first
Tyler
down
Lockett is a
inside
solid
your own
receiver,
10.
man. He always been solid.
Just finding the zone coverage, sitting down in it, just hooking out here. That's Tyler Lockett. Now, I
Right
tell
in
you
the
what,
zone.
you know, not that you need to hurry up, but the pace. I mean, you're huddling, you're taking your time right now. There's got to be a sense of urgency here if you're Seattle. You've got to pick this pace up a little bit because you're still, what, a 3-score game.
Lockett closing in on 100 yards. Smith finds Kenneth Walker. And the rookie.
2-yard game, a little short 2-yard game.
Punching, I said 3-score, 2-score game, Adam. But again, the urgency, and you look Greenlaw, man. This look like Mike Tyson. He's coming in there. Haymaker, he's just throwing haymakers at the ball.
Yep.
Couple guys hold him up, the other guy takes swings.
San Francisco led the NFL last year with 22 forced fumbles. Already 3 turnovers by Seattle today. They can't afford another one. 4-man rush. Smith to Lockett. And for the 16th time in his NFL career, he is over 100 yards.
Yeah, Lockett.
9 more there and a first down for Seattle.
Lockett's just so quick, and the timing of that, right? The short passing game, 3-step drop, get it out of your hand.
Tyler Lockett, one of the receivers, man. You gotta have him on your team.
Gets out of bounds.
Hand off for Walker, nothing there.
Lost it too.
Kevin Givens. Good penetration up front by the third-year man out of Penn State. Loss of 1. That'll bring up second down and long. Now trying to pace it up a little bit. The 6th tackle for loss by San Francisco's defense today. Smith in the pocket and
He just overthrew the receiver. He overthrew the receiver.
Geno Smith, and we talk about arm talent, accuracy. He's looking around, trying to push it down the field. Takes his check down to Walker and just airmails it.
Yeah.
It's only his 5th.
It's a terrible pass.
3rd and 11.
Empty set, 3rd and 11.
4-man twist up front. Smith unable to get
Swallowed him right up. You got to let go of the ball, Geno. Geno got to let go of that ball.
Just as he did in Chicago last week, a key 3rd down sack for Nick Bosa and company to kill the drive.
That's the combination of Rush. He's going to come back in here as they run this game. See him inside there, but that is coverage right there. When you have that kind of coverage on the back end of that defense playing change, you're getting all kinds of depth. You've got to hold that ball if you're the quarterback, and that unrelenting nature of Nick Bosa. Never give up, puts him on the ground.
Another punt for the Seahawks.
Ray McLeod for the 23. Solid return out across the 35, running into
Good return. Good return to the 38.
Teams tackle leader. The San Francisco defense continues to get the stops when they need.
All right, another commercial break, man. Seahawks still down 20-7. Still down 20-7. They're not really getting nothing going. See what's going on with the see what's going on with see what's going on with Denver, man. Oh, what's going on with Denver? The Falcons trying to mount a little comeback. They down 30-17. I see the Broncos just went for it on 4th down. Nice. So they trying to get some stuff. They trying to get some ish going. I love it. Keep giving it to Cortland Sutton. Cortland got 11 points right now. So, folks, I don't know what we're going to do
Seattle
in regards to the Sunday night game.
Games against San Francisco, 6 of them.
Oh, crap.
Seahawks have won 4 straight and 17 of 20, but San Francisco in control with the ball, holding Geno Smith and the Seattle offense in check. And a man in the neutral zone for Seattle was Uchenna Nwosu, and that'll be a free 5 yards for San Francisco.
Well, trying to make something happen, right? Jumping snap counts, getting inside.
Offside. Defense, number 10. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Nwosu can't believe it, but it looked like he had jumped past the line of scrimmage and into the neutral zone.
Neutral zone? He looked like he was in the
Hold on one
backfield.
second, family.
Well, good balance, regardless of quarterback and play call. 168 yards through the air, 168 on the ground. Rushing yards well beyond the San Francisco average from last season when they were 7th in the league. Right back to the ground game and tie. Davis Price getting the push and the first down out near midfield. The revolving door of running backs for San Francisco has been the case the last couple of years, right? But different guys are being asked to step up, and the rookie in his NFL debut, one of them today.
The eyeballs right there. He sees Brooks in the backfield, about to take him down behind the line of scrimmage. Great eyes, great vision on the cutback run.
Jimmy G loves it.
Right. That's what we call a 4-minute offense, starting at about 9 minutes, right? Possess the ball, run the ball, keep the clock churning, go home. That's the goal in San Francisco 49ers.
Use check blocking for Davis Price here and into Seattle territory at the 48.
49ers is going to run the clock.
And there's nothing that feels better if you're
That's
an
all
offense.
they're going to do is run the clock.
It's demoralizing to the defense, right? Just keep on motoring.
This is the revolving door year after year. So there's been multiple backs in this stretch, right? Carlos Hyde was the main back. Breida, Mostert in Miami today. Big win for the Dolphins. And Mike McDaniel, the former offensive coordinator for Shanahan, Wilson, and now Elijah Mitchell. A lot of those guys have just dealt with injuries. seemingly every year a key running back gets hurt. It was Mitchell in week 1.
Yeah, when it comes to the running back position, there's nobody that's been more snake bit than this Niners team and Kyle Shanahan.
Davis Price this time gets brought down by Darrell Taylor for a loss. Back in San Francisco territory for a loss of 3. Clock continues to move inside of 7 minutes. So now, as Kyle Shanahan said before this game this week, we're going to go with the hot hand. Well, Jeff Wilson is averaging 4.5 per pop, and Deebo Samuel is a home run hitter. So these guys have all done something positive in the run game today.
This game been real hard to watch, man.
He understands
it's raining.
He's reliable.
Ain't no real good pass game.
Is that motion Deebo back into the backfield?
They definitely start running the clock out.
Garoppolo finds Samuel.
Please, yes. First down.
Inside the 40.
First down. They're going to keep running that clock.
Bryant brings him down at the 36, but a gain of 15 to move the chains for Garoppolo, Samuel, and the Niners.
Motion in the backfield, then just get him in this little angle route, little Texas route, sit down in zone, watch him get out there. Okay, I know where I'm at. Sitting down, and then what is it? It's about yards after contact. It's about breaking tackles. Deebo Samuel, so good at that, so powerful. I'll tell you what, man, he is a weapon.
Number 2 in yards after catch last year behind Cooper Kupp. More yak on that play to move the chains, closing in on 100 total yards. It is Wilson. Mafe the stop. 5.5 to go, and things getting heated between Jennings.
5:33 left. San Francisco up 20-7. Running the air out the ball at this point.
Perfect job, just taking his time. Settle it down. Look at them milling around the huddle. Nothing to see here. No big deal. Going to eat up some clock and let this thing churn.
You said it, right? Got the ball with 9 minutes left. Already 4 minutes off the clock. Seahawks do have all 3 timeouts.
Now the rain's picking up. I mean, this is offensive football. This throws it back.
Yeah, it's pouring right now.
Like the old Green Bay Packers crowd.
It's Wilson. The cuts. Monet comes in for the stop at the 30. Oh, wow. Things got a little heated again. Juwan Jennings saying that he got grabbed.
Juwan Jennings just in a battle in the run game.
3rd and 4.
Maybe with Josh Jones.
I think it's Diggs. He's coming down here, hunting up Diggs. Great hit. I mean, that's what you want out of your receivers. And Diggs is, oh, my goodness gracious. Man, let me just tell you something. When you get receivers,
3rd and 4.
That will be highlighted by Kyle Shanahan in the meeting room on Monday. They will sit down there and they'll say, this is the kind of effort we need if we're going to dominate this division from our receivers.
Oh, good first down.
Wilson again. He's got the first down. Now Kobe Bryant and Juwan Jennings get into it.
Juwan Jennings, that guy, right? He's just that guy.
Try to be him right now.
That's right.
Yeah, the Seahawks is getting punished right now.
Inside.
Seahawks getting punished right now.
Right now, the whole Seahawks defense.
1st and 10 for the 49ers. They up 20-7.
They have a list.
Timeout.
On it. 15.
Seahawks.
That's on. He's on their list right now. We're coming after 15.
I'm picturing BJ Novak from The Office looking at the camera and writing down every name in his little books. And there is Juwan Jennings, second-year pro out of Tennessee.
Every guy in Seattle right now is going, put him on your list. It's 15 if he's in there.
The Seahawks use their first timeout at the 4-minute mark. Remember, the Niners took over with 9 minutes left at their own 37-yard line. Now they're up to the Seattle 25. Our spotter, Bill Garrity, asked you something before the game. You know, rivalry matchup, divisional matchup. Does familiarity breed contempt? You said absolutely.
Good run. Oh, he got tripped up.
And the fellow safety Josh
Second
Jones,
down. 2nd and 7. Seahawks took another timeout.
Second timeout used by Seattle with 4 minutes to play.
I will say this. Kyle Shanahan doing something really smart right now. Keeping Jennings on the sideline. He's just saying, hey, guys, take your helmet off. Stay on the sideline. What we don't need is some type of ridiculous fight, penalty, somebody get ejected. The next thing you know, a momentum turn. We're going to try to churn this clock down and win this football game.
Remember last week, they had 12 penalties against the Bears. And a lot of them were dumb penalties. They have 1 penalty today.
Good run.
Short gain for Davis Price.
Good gain, another yard or
Third
two.
down coming up. Seattle will hold their last timeout as it stands now. Still the 2-minute warning to come as well.
Right now, they started this drive. They've been in 4-minute offense for approaching 6 minutes now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
They've been in this
exactly
offense for a
what
minute.
You want to lean on people. You want to wear people out. And that's what the running game does for you. We mentioned it early in the game. Ice bag game, right? You're going to go home on the plane. You're going to pack yourself in ice if you're Seattle right now. Same thing with the 49ers. They just don't have to travel.
Deebo Samuel in the backfield. They got the jump.
Wow, they got the jump.
Uses the cadence, gets a free play, throws end zone.
Oh, I thought he was going to catch that.
By Ayuk with one hand, and then another flag is thrown from the far side. So you got the neutral zone infraction and maybe a DPI in the end zone.
Yeah, there's no question you got the DPI.
And Michael Jackson got
with
cooked.
Mike Jackson once again on Ayuk. That's the second time that's happened.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the
neutral zone.
defense. Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
Wow.
Pass interference, defense, number 30. That foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line.
First down.
Automatic first down.
Well, there you see it. Taylor jumping in the backfield, and then here it is. Watch. Never gets his hand around, just pushes him out. Contact the whole way down. And you can see it here.
Kind of could have did without
Good
that
look.
pass interference.
Great work by the camera.
He did turn around.
That's now 9 accepted penalties against Seattle, 4 on Seattle cornerbacks. That's the 3rd pass interference penalty against the Seahawks today.
He might be going goal line. All right, look like 49ers about to punch it in.
Extra offensive lineman in there for the 49ers. Back to Juszczyk. And this time, Seattle was ready
Juszczyk
for
stop.
it. Still churning
Juszczyk
ahead,
stop
but short
short.
of the goal line. 3 minutes to go. It's a 6-minute drive for San Francisco.
I knew they was going to run the air out the ball on this drive.
I've never been an OC, an offensive coordinator, and I've never called a play at him. But I guarantee you they're going to run the ball.
Well, Kyle Juszczyk has never had 2 rushing touchdowns in the same game. He is still in there as the fullback. Here is Davis Price, the rookie, and he gets chopped down for a loss. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Monet saved it there. And they do not have to run another play.
Yeah, 2-minute warning.
Get some penetration in the backfield. Right there, look at Big Al Woods in the backfield. That's a big man moving that beef. Behind the line of scrimmage, reestablish a new line of scrimmage. When you can do that, makes it
All right, so
tough.
2-minute warning, family. 2-minute warning.
A 7-minute 4th quarter drive
Wow.
working for San Francisco.
7
They're on
minutes.
the doorstep.
2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. I think I'm gonna have to start. I think I'm gonna have to start finding games that are a little more interesting for everybody. You know, Cowboys Bengals probably would have been a good one to watch. But you know, you live and you learn. You live and you learn. You know, we really just out here trying to build the family, build the community, learn the ins and outs. I'm actually also, too, trying to find out how I can get my stream, you know, the quality a little better. I may have to go to another streaming software, make it a little easier on ourselves, make it a little more crisp, you know. Just some more transitions going, some more animations. Just, you know, some things to liven up the chat, to liven up the stream. But it's a learning process. It's a learning process. But we're going to definitely make sure that at least we consistent, you know? Definitely want to make sure we consistent. Hang on, back is killing me. So it's hard sitting in this chair for 5-6 hours. If I wasn't on stream, I'd be reclined back, just watching the game. Oh, snap. Y'all see what's going on with the Falcons-Rams game? The Falcons done stormed back. Wow. Okay. Atlanta putting up a fight. We back.
Obviously, this all in the Russell Wilson era. He dominated San
Matthew
Francisco.
Stafford done threw 2 daggone interceptions.
49ers have been dominant today. Trying to put this game away. Garoppolo keeps it. Garoppolo is just short.
Oh, he just short.
It'll be fourth
I
down
would go ahead
and
and punch it in.
Stop it with Garoppolo running the football. Come on.
Go ahead and punch it
Gotta be
in.
close. Is his knee down?
Yeah, his
Right
knee was
there.
down.
Yeah, he was down.
His knee was down.
Good view from our camera crew. That was
Shit, he's fighting for it though. Look at him.
Yeah.
Go for it, Kyle.
So fourth down and goal.
Remember that the one score here is off the blocked field goal.
Yeah,
So-
for San Francisco, for Seattle. Yeah, their only points today came on a blocked field goal by Tariq Woolen, taken back by Mike Jackson.
Yeah, timeout Seahawks being petty.
That was in the third quarter, and now on
154
fourth and
left in the
goal,
game, 20-7.
Kyle Shanahan saying, all
Niners
right, well,
over
let's
the
leave the
Seahawks.
offense out there. A field goal will make it a 16-point game, but that would still have it as a true score game. A touchdown here pretty much eliminates the opportunity for a comeback in most cases. Although, tell that to Robert Saleh, the former defensive coordinator today.
His Jets came storming back, right?
Yep. Cleveland was up. Had Nick Chubb taking a knee instead of running into the end zone, maybe that game would have been in Cleveland's favor. Fourth down and goal here. Quarterback sneak.
Quarterback sneak,
Garoppolo
touchdown.
puts it away for San Francisco.
Touchdown. Touchdown. That's it. Game over. Game over. Game over.
Off the bench, in for Lance, who got hurt in the first quarter. And Jimmy Garoppolo.
Oh, Jimmy
his
G.
Second touchdown of the day. One through the air.
Porn star
That
Jimmy. Stephen A.
Likely
Smith
to
called.
salt it away on the ground.
Well, you mentioned it. Jimmy Garoppolo, outstanding. Brought this from New England with him. Tom Brady also been outstanding. Look at the joy right there. Off the bench. To orchestrating the victory, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bosa, you might have a little something there after running it in for the touchdown.
All right, family. So 27-7, 151 left. Seahawks ain't got no timeouts, man. We pretty much gonna call it a wrap for this one, man. We ain't gonna waste nobody else's time listening or watching this BS. So, cancel the stream for later on. The Packers Bears stream. I'm not gonna be here. I gotta make a run, so we're gonna be back to it tomorrow night. Eagles Vikings. So definitely tune into the stream. Tune in live. It's definitely going to be a big game. Jalen Hurts going against that defense. We're going to see what Justin Jefferson could do against the Eagles secondary. So I definitely appreciate all the love and support, man. I definitely appreciate it, man, for y'all hanging out with me. Trying to build a community. Trying to make sure that we're all on the same page, man. We're just enjoying sports, man, and shooting the breeze. So with that being said, man, I see y'all guys tomorrow. I'll talk to y'all soon.